Good morning. Tried to set up the camera so I wouldn't have too much glare and trying to be loud enough so you can hear me. I'm really sorry. I haven't, well, I've tried maybe 10 different times to do a video and you wouldn't believe how many minutes I've thrown out. I'm really sick right now and that makes it really hard to talk to you. I'm sick, there's nothing going on. I'm having a lot of back, hip, leg issues. I'm having a lot of fatigue and the sinuses are back and they're really going it. So much so that I think I'm going to be doing my 5th round of antibiotics this year and it's overwhelming. Adjusting to living with my kids has been not easy. This doesn't make me happy. I love my family. I just don't want to live with them. We're very different, and I really enjoyed being alone, and this is very hard on me, and I think the stress could be aggravating the fibromyalgia symptoms. What can I say besides that? They're good to me, they love me. My son is always saying he's so glad I'm here. My grandson is always saying he's so glad I'm here, and that makes it harder. The Finns seem to be under the impression that I didn't want to see him when I was living at the other place. I just am sick a lot, and being alone helps me to readjust, and I don't know. I mean, I love them so much, and I do enjoy seeing them every day, but can't you take the bus and can't you go to the, I'm too sick right now. I can barely walk. Maggie took me to the Dollar Tree yesterday and we bought a few little seasonal things, and we made the little, I wonder if you can see it. Let me show it to you. We bought a little, oops, oh my, I just tripped on a Play-Doh can. Where is it? Oh, there it is. We painted the little jack-o'-lantern faces. Finn did that one with the multicolors. So funny. And we have a little ghost and some stickers on the window. And oh shoot, the pumpkin heads are on the ground out there. We got cobwebs and light up pumpkins. I have to put them back together because they weren't working correctly, and so I set them directly in the sun to try and get them to that fridge makes so much noise. If it ain't the fridge, it's the dogs next door, and you go outside and if they're in their yard, they just bark. I hate that. So so I went to Dollar Tree and that was fun. That's not $1 anymore, it's $1.25, and then with 7.5% tax, it's just like 6 items becomes $9. Maybe it was only 5 items, I don't remember. So I don't really know what to talk about. I've been looking for vehicles, and the prices just aren't where I need them to be yet, and I know they will be. I just have to be patient, and it's hard. I made it through 1 month here, and I just want to go find somewhere to be alone. If I wasn't so sick, I'd probably go, there's these little camping cabins at a local park and reserve here in Florida where I'm at, and I'd probably just go for a week and stay there if I wasn't so sick. It's just really tough on me. I just don't seem to agree anymore with the Florida fauna. It's killing me. And you know, that compounded on top of my mobility issues and my fibromyalgia issues. It's just overwhelming me. I'm trying to talk a little low. I tried to do a video outside, but I got way worse, you know, and I can't even look down anymore because the pressure in my forehead. But no, I mean, you know, if we had a great big house and, you know, there were like 4 or 5 bedrooms and I could just be by myself or have my own little fridge or something, it would be different, but it's not like that. But I gotta be patient, and it's getting harder. Each day it's getting harder to have that patience. And I don't want to leave the state because I'm quite used to my sons, my daughter-in-law, and my Finn, you know. I don't have any answers. I don't have any answers to extreme poverty. And yeah, that's what this is. I'm not. I look for the answers sometimes in articles on the internet and even YouTube, and you try to look up, you know, living on a very strict income, and you get these women who have it all. They have a house and a car, they've got millions in the bank, and they're talking about living below the poverty level. I can't identify because I have $30,000 left to my name, and what can you do with that? It doesn't even buy you a new car now. No, if you can even find a new car. It can't buy you any kind of livable space. And I've looked for a car that I could tow a little camper, but then I'd have nothing left for cash. And if an engine blew or it needed extensive work, then I'd lose everything. I'd have to sell it for whatever I could get and be back to square one. So I'm being very cautious about what to do, and even investing. My original plan was to take most of my money, put it in gold, but you know, when they talk about stagflation, like in the 70s, that could push gold down further. So I'm just watching it right now to see where it settles. My prediction was it would hit its bottom in the second week of October, though some trend specialists will call them. They say that it's probably going to be drawn out a little longer than that. The other thing I've thought about is buying a couple stocks, things that I favor, like Nabisco and Coca-Cola. But I want to wait and see. After the elections might be a better time to consider stocks. I just feel like, and a lot of others feel, that we have not hit the bottom yet. And I want to buy as close to the bottom as possible in anything I decide to invest in. This is my last chance. If I screw this up, I'm truly destitute. And you know, when a viewer says to me, "You've got $32,000. I don't have 32 anymore. It's a long story and I'm not talking about it. I have 29.6 right now. That's how fast it goes. And she says, yeah, if I had 30,000, I'd buy a mattress and a bed. I only have a house and a pantry full of food." Look, sister, you're doing way better than I am. I don't have a house or a pantry full of food, and I don't have a car because I know you do have one. I don't have any of those things. All I have is the 30,000, and I think you're a real you-know-what. I blocked her, but still, I just wanted to tell her what I really thought of her. No, I'm not one of these doe-eyed, pious, candy-ass Christians. Sorry, I just don't play that way. And call me what you like. Oh, she said shit and Jesus in the same sentence. You know what she's like. Sinister. Da-da-da. You'll have to go back and watch my sinister Greek stew video. One of my favorites. Because I've been called sinister before too. And you wonder why I want to quit doing this? I don't like people, and people like that really make me not like people. But anyway, you know what I mean. So I'm sitting here looking out of the window. It's so very pretty. Do you want to come see? Come see a little bit of the yard, my world. Why not? There were squirrels earlier, but I deleted that video too. I am so gonna pay for being outside. So here's our cobwebs, and there's the hornet's nest. Do you see it? So I come out here today, bringing laundry, and I see this, and I almost like went right through the roof because it's a fake spider that fell off the cobweb. Let's get him back in there. There you go, fella. Oops. Oh, you rebellious, eh? Get in there. Oh, you're trying to escape too. He kind of looks cool hanging there. We'll let him stay. A good wind's going to take him down, though. And here are my pumpkin heads, and I just want them to, you know, collect the solar a little bit. And Maggie gave this to me. She got it from the Covered Bridge Festival. They did that a few years ago. And I said, hey, oh no, the bats fell down off the tree. Finn was trying, they're glow-in-the-dark bat. I know, I buy stupid things at the Dollar Tree, but let's try to get these bats back in here. They glow in the dark, but they need a lot of light, I think. Oops, I'm sorry. I'm not even showing you what I'm doing. Here. There. Stay there, little bat. You can glow in the dark tonight, and you'll kind of glow green. That'll look cool. I saw another one. He was down here. Finn put these here, so, you know, he tries hard. Oops. They aren't as easy as they look. Oh, do what you want. And these were the, my son bought these for me one Christmas because I said I wanted yard ornaments. Now, these two have powered up enough so that they light up at night. That one's being difficult. It's sunny. And then I did the green cobweb here. Those are branches that fell down when we were having the storm. Yeah, I'm really sad about what happened south of here. I mean, let me tell you, I am grateful as all get out that it didn't happen to us, but I'm heartbroken that it did happen to them. There's some sad, sad stories, and I'm like, oh my gosh, could you imagine losing everything? I can. You know, when you're that close to the bottom, you get it. You know what it's like to lose everything. You know the fear and the uncertainty and the, mercy. God help those people, please. Oh, look at the beautiful trees blowing in the breeze. You know, I have to feel incredibly grateful, and I need to start coming outside more, but the minute I do, my sinuses are so bad. I don't know what kind of pollen's out there. I'm willing to bet it's either ragweed or goldenrod, because they get me like this. But I think a lot of the trees here get me too. Look at that blue sky. It's going to be in the 80s today. Yeah. Little plane flying up there. I wish I felt well, and I wish I were going somewhere. I'm so sad. I just want to go see other places. I'm tired of Florida. I've been here, oh gosh, how long have I been here? Poor Dennis. I think I've been coming with him since November 2016. And they had to they had to take everything down off this trampoline and weight it down and tie it down. And they also used these sort of things to keep it from flying away in a hurricane. But the thing is that with that hurricane, it would have taken everything. It would have taken that and sent it flying. It ain't pretty. And so we waited, we waited till, here, have a look at that's what I get to enjoy. It's nice, right? What was I saying? Oh, I hate when that happens. Look at that tree. Isn't that beautiful? It's not in our yard, but it's still beautiful. We have this one, the half-dead one. Yeah, so I was looking for a chair because my leg hurts. Yeah, I'm totally miserable. And that's why I don't want to make a video. I don't want to publish a video. I am so miserable. I'm so sad. I'm so sad. I don't like being sick, and I don't like being hurt. And I don't like being without a car. This is miserable. At least when I had my own place and I didn't have a car, at least I could just, I had rooms to go to, and it was kept the way I like to keep things, and it was my fridge and my food, and it was easy to make a meal, and it's none of that here. None of that. There's too many people in a small space, and I'm sad. So, you can watch all of these videos of these women that are living below the poverty level, and it's a frickin' joke, okay? Hang on a minute. If you have a home and a car and you make more than $900 a month, you're doing pretty well compared to 6 million of us who are seriously poverty stricken. And I feel grateful I have $30,000, but there's a lot of stress involved in that, and I'll tell you why. One wrong move could mean being broke without any chance even of an option. Right now, I find I have no options. I've looked, believe me, I look every dang day. I check all the listings everywhere. I'm looking for anything. I'm looking out of state for even a little tiny house to rent, anything just to be independent again. Some of the supposed, like Mississippi, it's supposed to be a cheap state. I should look in Missouri too. There were a few houses in Iowa, and I thought about it, but they sold so fast, $7,500, and, you want to go see how bad it is and how much it's going to need. $7,500 for a house, and if you could put like 15 into it and have a decent place to live and age in, I wouldn't mind that. But I do want privacy, and I need to be out a little bit, or not too far out, because you start getting older, you start getting sicker, and you need help. I know eventually I'm going to have to apply for the Medicaid that takes care of you when you can't do as much. I don't want to go into assisted living. I don't. Oh God, the thought of it. No. I've seen them. I looked at them for Dennis's situation, and I gotta tell you, No, death seems better than that to me. Sorry, but that's how I feel. I'd rather be dead than go into one of them places. Yep. Dennis always used to say, I'm just gonna walk into the woods. Sweet, sweet Dennis. Little puffy clouds here and there, and that blue, blue sky. How blue it is. Kind of like that Crayola sky blue crayon. I always loved that color, but you know, my favorite color was the blue-green. They don't have that anymore. Oh, it's a teal that was just gorgeous. Love that crayon. Love that color, you know. The woman who took over my trailer, she hates that color. Hates it. I left my little green table with her, the one that I picked with Dennis on Route 2 in Maine when we were antiquing. I wonder if she's gonna throw it out. I hope she just paints it. I think all my curtains are gonna go, but right now she doesn't have any money and they're having a hard time, and I feel very sad about it. So I gave her a couple of websites where he could try to find some work, because his brother was supposed to drive down in a truck with a lot of their stuff, including his tools, and he didn't do it. And he has no tools. He's a handyman. He can't even fix the place up, except they were laying floor. I gotta message her and ask her how things are going. I just hate to hear when anybody is having a hard time, because I know what it's like. I know what it's like. Thank God I've never had to live under a bridge yet. I lived in a tent once, though, and in a shed. It wasn't a very good shed either. It was like, you know, wasn't closed up enough. And I told this guy we want a workshop, and Dennis, you know, built it with him, and I go there to see what, it's a frickin' shack. That was Virginia. I bought land in Virginia twice, and I might buy again. I don't know. If the prices ever come down, you know. I just want a small little anything on a little bit of land. That's what I'm asking God for and what I'm hoping for. And I am so mad at God right now. And I'm so mad even at my poor dead husband. I'm like, how could you leave me like this? So poor. I did my best, he always said. You know, I see other women, they're left off much better than I am, but some are even worse. Dear God, could you imagine being worse? I guess I better count my blessings and be happy. I hate that big white dually. He like, I don't know, he's got something attached. It's very noisy. It's always going by here, too. I don't like all this hustle and bustle. I want to get out of Florida. I don't like dealing with the hurricanes, and then there's tornadoes you go to, and they just drop down out of the sky. You don't get any warning with a tornado. Then the flooding if you get too much rain. You're stuck in where we are. They had to close the road up this end. They had to close the road up that end. There was no escape. That wasn't during a hurricane. That was just a dang heavy rainstorm for several days. Water came up so high, I showed you. Almost ruined the kid's minivan, because I'm going along the road and I noticed the guy ahead of me, the water's up to the bottom of his bumper. I'm like, oh, I gotta get out of here. And so I spun around and went the other way, but the car started shuddering. It got wet. I don't want to be here. I love the winter weather. Oh, it's fantastic. It truly is. But at what price? I find myself having to stay in all the time, because now this sinus problem that's like overwhelmed me. It's like every time I step outside, I get a sinus infection. What is the point? I can't go out in the summer. It's too damn hot. From about, sometimes May can have some really good days. So let's call it May, June, July, August, September. 5 months I'm stuck indoors. and then I get sinus trouble, and then I gotta keep hiding from that. So really, all I'm gonna have to enjoy is December, January, February, and March. But actually, I got a sinus infection last January, then I got another one in March, and then I got some more in June. I think the earth's gone nuts. And my son Michael has had no relief from his sinuses either. He's just had one after the other issues, and it's cost him a lot of money. And his job, he's an Uber driver. You can't be while you're driving. People don't want to see that with pandemics circling us. Pandemic. Don't get me started. I got a video removed. I found that hilarious. I was going to move over to Rumble. I might yet. I don't know. I really don't want to do this anymore. I got to be honest. It's not worth it. It's just not worth it. I appreciate everybody who's been kind to me, watched my videos, let the videos play, and have even donated money to me. And really and truly, it has meant so much to me. I thank you for that. I mean, it got me through some really rough times. And I'm really looking forward to November. That's my Renninger show. And money, please God, money, I'm bringing everything. I bought 2 spots, and I'm going to rent about I don't know, maybe a 16-foot U-Haul truck, a box truck. I'm going to bring the tables, the tents, all my goods, and I'm going to blow it out. I'm praying for 10,000. I need 10,000 more. It would really help me. I need that money, God. I need it. And then I'll think about investing and I'd love to try to double that. Wouldn't that be something? You can pray for me, bail her out, Lord. She needs to. I've been so good. I stayed with a very sick man for 5.5 years, almost 6. And I took incredible care of that man. Why can't God give me a break? Why can't he give me a break? Don't I deserve it? If you have any mercy at all, God, I'm begging you. And while I'm here begging you for me, I also beg you for everybody that's going through hell down in Lee County. My mouth is sticking together. I don't even have any saliva from all this pollen. Can't even make any spit. My mouth is sticking to my tongue. Well, my son Michael is up, and my daughter Rachel's trying to call me, so I might sip on a little more coffee, get my water bottle, and I pray for all of you. Believe me, I think about you and I pray for you all the time. Please pray for me too. No matter what you believe, just pray for me. I appreciate it. And that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. And hey, did I really do 28 minutes? Wow, I made up for lost time. All right, talk to you later. Bye.